People say privately all the time and not on TV all very often, something really bad is going to happen. Okay, shit's about to hit the fan in this country. Fox News had to veer away from a lunatic spewing hatred and death threats for Democratic officials in New York because of the migrant caucus. Everyone is on, I don't even know the word. Everyone knows that we're walking into something hideous and no one will do anything. I refuse to believe that nothing can be done. These are people getting their information in part because of the vacuum being created by people with, I don't even know if we call it a spine anymore. That might be an insult to spines. But there are still people out there with followings. He can go out and here's what I want to ask you. When something happens, what do you want to be able to tell your kids and grandkids you did? You good with nothing? You good with, I didn't do anything because I didn't think anyone would listen to me. Trump tweeted something mean about me someday. Because you did something. I tried to do something. Where are all of the Republicans who still have little slivers of a following in the cesspool that is the MAGA base?
They're melting down. They are literally having live on-air meltdowns as they see these polls, as they see Trump taking the lead with the popular vote. Forget the Electoral College. He's now leading the popular vote. They literally don't know what to do. Their worst nightmares coming true. We've got the latest polls, and we're going to see exactly what has the legacy media so utterly unhinged. You're going to love it. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, if you'd be so kind as to share this video with your friends and family, we are once again being suppressed by big tech. So I need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. All right, so as you saw, that was MSNBC's ultra-leftist lunatic, Nicole Wallace, suffering an unhinged meltdown on live TV. And they're freaking out because the polling that keeps coming out spells absolute disaster for the Democrats in 2024. Look at the latest poll from CBS YouGov. Trump is now winning the popular vote 50-49. But take a look at Trump's lead among independents. He's beating Biden 57-42. He's within a range of 20-point lead among independents, which tells you that there was a whole lot of skewing going on to get that 50-49 result. Trump's lead is much bigger than that, most likely. Plus, Trump always outperforms the polls, whereas Biden always underperforms the polls. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the latest Harvard-Harris poll. It's Trump up by 4, and I think this is the third Harvard-Harris poll in a row that shows Trump with a popular vote lead. Here's the latest from Fox. Remember, Fox polls lean notoriously to the left, and even Fox has Trump up by 2, 48-46, again, with a double-digit lead among independents. So to the latest Signal poll, Trump is up by 2, 46-44. I mean, we could keep going. The latest Clarity Omnibus poll, which is a Democrat poll, has Trump up by 1, 45-44. In fact, when you compare all of these polls with where Biden and Trump stood in October of 2020, they've all swung by double digits in Trump's direction. It doesn't matter what poll you look at. Morris, Emerson, Quinnipiac, CNN, they're all showing a double-digit swing to Trump. And if you wanted to know why MSNBC is having an unhinged meltdown, take a look at this. This, according to the polls, is what the electoral map looks like right now. If the election were held today without shenanigans, it would be an electoral landslide. Trump would beat Biden with upwards of 312 electoral votes right now as we speak. And we now have the data that shows that it's going to even be worse than the Democrats thought. Wait until you see this. But first, we got something very ominous developing here, gang. Up until now, the digital dollar or central bank digital currency has been little more than a headline. But right now, things are developing at an alarmingly rapid pace. It started with a sweeping executive order from the Biden administration, and now central banks are even hiring for their digital currency development. So here's the thing. A digital dollar, when all is said and done, means centralized control. It can be used to track your purchases, control what you buy, and even seize or freeze your assets like we saw with the Freedom Convoy in Canada. That's why it is so critical you protect your money with precious metals like gold and silver. I've partnered with the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, that have helped patriots move over $1 billion into the timeless value of gold and silver, and now it's your turn. Right now, they're giving you up to $10,000 in free silver while supply lasts. So don't wait. Click on that link below right now and do what countless patriots are doing to make sure bumbling Biden never, ever has control over all your money. Go to the link below to learn how you can get started today. The latest Suffolk University poll on the economy found that 70% of the population believes that the economy is getting worse. And those same voters trust Trump over Biden with the economy by double digits. And most economists believe we're headed into a recession. In other words, the 70% are right. The economy is only going to get worse. And remember, historically, no president has been reelected if a recession took place in the last 2 years of his presidency. So the polls are only going to get worse for Biden and better for Trump. This is the advantage of Trump running what Dick Morris calls a hybrid campaign, right? Donald Trump is running as the first hybrid candidate. He's part incumbent, part candidate, or as Rich Barris, the People's Pundit, puts it, part incumbent, part insurgent. This is Trump's huge advantage that no other Republican has going into this election. Again, this is one of the reasons why all of this polling is so unique to Trump. So as a candidate, as a challenger, he's going around slamming the Biden administration on the looming recession, inflation, open borders, Ukraine, you name it. And traditionally, the only response an incumbent has to the challenger is, well, how do we know you can do any better? At least I've got a record, right? And that tends to be the Achilles heel of the challenger. The incumbent is like, well, why should we trust you? At least I've got a record. At least we know what we're getting with me. You could be a whole lot worse. But this is the advantage of Trump's hybridity. Biden can't say that. Everywhere Trump goes, he can point to success after success after success of a proven track record for getting our nation back on track. This is the advantage he has as a hybrid candidate. And again, no other GOP candidate has that advantage. And this is why even House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is conceding that this race for the Republican nomination is effectively over.
All of that, the policies that you mentioned of the Biden administration, is one reason that Donald Trump is leading in the polls right now. What's your take on this, that as we see more indictments of Donald Trump, he seems to be gaining in terms of popularity with the public? Will he be the nominee?
I think he will be the nominee. And the thing is, President Trump is stronger today than he was in 2016 or 2020. And there's a reason why. They saw the policies of what he was able to do with America, putting America first, making our economy stronger. We didn't have inflation. We didn't have these battles around the world. We didn't look weak around the world.
Well, it looks like Ron DeSantis is now trying to work with your colleagues who are pushing for a shutdown.
Yeah, but I don't think that would work anywhere. A shutdown would only give strength to the Democrats. It would give the power to Biden. It wouldn't pay our troops. It wouldn't pay our border agents. More people would be coming across. I actually want to achieve something. And this is where President Trump is so smart, that he was successful in this. You know, President Trump is beating Biden right now in the polls.
Yeah, we have the poll. Let's show it.
He's stronger than he has ever been in this process. And look, I served with Ron DeSantis. He's not at the same level as President Trump by any shape or form. He would not have gotten elected without President Trump's endorsement. And so I believe our best step forward, pass our appropriation bills so we're stronger. Take the wokeism out, secure our border to make America strong.
So there you go. McCarthy's reading the tea leaves there. He knows Trump is going to be the nominee. And he even threw DeSantis under the bus, saying he's not in the same league as Trump, which is absolutely true. Look, it's not a matter of whether Trump will be the nominee. Trump is the nominee. We've never seen anyone dominate the primaries like this. The voting at this point is just a formality. So again, like we always say here, this is not a time to become complacent. The Democrat and Rhino establishment are going to do everything they possibly can to stop this man from returning to the Oval Office. So we've got to mobilize, we've got to organize, get that vote out, and vote like our lives depend on it. And if we do, that means that the meltdowns at MSNBC are just getting started. Hey, gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.